And the Atlanta Hawks, a shot from earlier on, arriving for
Kevin, thanks.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at center. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Right, Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Here's Lowry, following the basket by Trae Young. Right side Lowry, lobs it up for Ibaka. Lowry finds Ibaka. From deep three-point range, Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Not the efficient start they were hoping for. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Pass to Capella. In the corner, it's Hunter. And a miss there on the triple. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Stolen by Collins. And here we go. And here they go. Here's Herter. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Going hard to the rim. That's what you like to see from Herter. Not just hanging out at the three-point line.
Van Vliet outside. And the Raptors miss again.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's Hunter. That one off the back iron and out.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Lowry drives in. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
He's a great finisher for a player his size. When Kyle Lowry gets a step to the hoop, he's going for the bucket.
Young against Anunoby. The Trae. And Trae Young gets the 3. Young's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it goes down 2 points.
Love the strength on that drive by Fred VanVleet. He is tough and he's aggressive.
Young passes to Collins. Hawks passing it around. Young finds Collins. Lob pass to Capella. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. From deep. Offensive rebound. That one doesn't go. The Hawks leading. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Here's Lowry after the made shot from John Collins. Young against Lowry. So the wing on the left. Anunoby kicks to Siakam. 6 to shoot. To the right side. Lowry passes to Ibaka. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Marc Gasol is checked in for Toronto. Davis comes in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Atlanta, Jones checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Shot by Collins, no good. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 5-point game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one is good.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
Lowry against Teague. Now here is Lowry. Tight defense on him. Gasol kicks to Lowry. Over Teague. And again, Toronto no luck.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Teague. Here's Reddish. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Atlanta, bringing the quarter to a close with Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his thought.
It was always a team, and I think
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Yeah, versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
They've got Terrence Davis. There's Boucher out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Raptors trail by 9. Davis drives in. Boucher passes to Davis. Deflects the pass. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Teague. The Hawks leading by 9.
Well, you know, he was once the future of the Hawks guard spot. But now Jeff Teague has returned to the team as a backup to the new face of the franchise.
You know, GA, Jeff Teague's going to be comfortable with any role he's given. Right now, running the second unit might be the best use of his skill set at this stage. But what I like, you can play the two together, him and Trae Young, and take ball handling duties away from Trae and let him spot up and shoot it.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Jones. The Hawks shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Fernando, that's good.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Powell. He's tightly guarded. Now Boucher. Hollis Jefferson passes to Powell. Shot from free throw range. Can't hit that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Dedmon. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And here's the fast break. Here's Boucher, and he slams it one-handed.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Teague, and the pass to Dedmon. To the left side wing. Bembry. But they recover it. Dedmon kicks to Teague. It's up a 3. They get it back. The shot, no good. Raptors trail by 11. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Fernando. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Gasol with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. Powell against T. Powell, the pass to Boucher. It's not going to go for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Reddish dishes to Teague. That one good for 2.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Toronto. Trailing by 13. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Boucher's got 4 points in the quarter.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Davis surveying the floor. Passes it to Boucher. Inside, there's Hollis Jefferson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Hawks leading by 11. Reddish the pass to Fernando. Dedmon kicks to T. Pass to Fernando. Yep, that one goes. Fernando's got 6.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Powell inside, and that one drops for him.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Teague the pass to Reddish. Back to Teague. He dishes it to Dedmon. Down low. Pass to Fernando. Toronto grabs the miss. Fast break Toronto. Here's Powell. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. With 1 on the clock, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so that's the end of the first half. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Gioloni. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 11. And that's going to do it for us here.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Here's Lowry after the made shot from John Collins. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Out to the wing. Here's Herter. Hunter. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 13.
I love how hard DeAndre plays, showing some heart on the offensive glass.
Here's Lowry over Young. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And you look over the course of Kyle Lowry's career, he's bounced around for quite some time, but boy, has he found a home in Toronto.
And you know, GA, a few summers back, had a chance to leave, but he stayed with the Toronto Raptors. What a decision that was. Reason why? He helped lead this team to their first title. Kyle Lowry's been loved by this franchise. He'll go down as one of the all-time great Raptors.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Young's shot is off.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness. They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Collins. He can't get that one. Ibaka with some nice D. Here's Van Vliet. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Back to Van Vliet. And there's the pass to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Damian Jones is checked in for Clint Capella. Here's Young. Passes it to Hunter. Back to Young. Over Ibaka. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here is Van Vliet. Trying to find Anunoby. Gets it to him. Ibaka finds Siakam. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Ibaka's got it back down to single digits for Toronto.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
Shots good from Young.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Here's Van Vliet following the basket by Trae Young. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Lowry against Young. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Shot by Collins, no good. Raptors trail by 8. Van Vliet left side. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. A three-pointer off the mark.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Hawks passing it around. Young's shot is up.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Here's Lowry, and the layup's good off the glass. Lowry's got 8 points.
And there is that patience of Lowry with the pick and roll, took what the defense gave him.
Young against Lowry. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. And Toronto making a change here. Powell's checked in. Then for the Hawks, Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. Andre Bembry's checked in for Atlanta.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Davis against T. 20 seconds left in the third quarter.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
It's Collins with the drive. Knocked loose. Gasol with the steal. Siakam, right side. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Davis is out there with Powell, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And Siakam has it in the corner. Hollis Jefferson finds Gasol.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
The Hawks leading by 6. Out to the right wing. Fernando, the pass to Capella. Now Young to the wing right side. Now here's Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Bembry. The Hawks need to get off a shot here, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Here's Young. And the layup falls. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Here's Davis. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Reddish. The shot, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And Siakam throws it down.
He's a well-coordinated athlete who will outwork you. Siakam hustles up the floor on every possession.
Young looking it over. There's the pass to Reddish. In the corner. Huerter with it. Now here's Reddish. Covered by Hollis Jefferson. And stolen by Siakam. Tips it. It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Young, good.
Never afraid to take the big shot. Trae Young, we have to call you Mr. Young.
Raptors trail by 4. Outside, Davis. Good work there as it goes. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Young passes to Dedmon. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Few people see the floor as well as Trae. If you're open, he'll find you.
Powell kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Lob pass to Gasol. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Young with no one around. They get it again. And Reddish with the slam.
When inspired, Reddish is a good rebounder. Great physical tools at 6'7" with a 7'1" wingspan.
Siakam outside. Passes it to Davis. He lobs it up, and Toronto turns it over again.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Lowry in for Davis. And then for Atlanta, John Collins comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Reddish.
Trae Young's a crafty operator from mid-range, really from any range.
And VanVleet, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Fearless at the finish. Fred is just unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
To the paint. And contact on the shot, so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And Capella with the basket on the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. And he's good on the 3-ball. And it's an 11-point Atlanta lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Now, here's Anunoby. Guarded closely. It's stolen by Capella. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime
The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to send their fans home happy tonight. A great deal of our broadcast locations in downtown Atlanta. We're all set to... And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, some people...
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the pivot, manning the middle. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Horford in the post. He's guarded by Collins.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Hunter. Connects from three-point range.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
And Capella sends it back. For 3. Hunter no good. The 76ers off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Yes, that goes in.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Simmons finds Embiid. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Rejected by Young. Here's the 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Young against Simmons.
Simmons is very skilled on defense. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on. Versatile is part of his defensive skill set, too.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
The 76ers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Can they get it? Embiid, the pass to Horford. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Capella on display there. When his energy matches his wingspan, he causes a lot of problems on defense.
And stolen by Richardson. Horford high post. And Horford with a clear path to the hoop. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Harris outside. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Another shot. Embiid trying to break loose. Horford no up.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
The Hawks again can't hit. The 76ers trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
He dishes it to Scott. Back to Korkmaz. 76ers moving the ball around. Reddish grabs the rebound. And the Hawks with possession. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Teague with the ball, and Burks picks him up defensively. Reddish kicks to Teague. Passes it to Dedmon. Back to Teague. Banked in off the glass.
Hey, Teague's not a big guy, but he's not really pint-sized. Nonetheless, impressive work for the little fella to get it done inside.
Burks, the pass to Thibault. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Robinson's checked in for Korkmaz. Here's Teague. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, here's Reddish. He's guarded closely. Here's Fernando. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Robinson kicks to Thibault. Shot clock at 5. Scott, good.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's Reddish. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspiring. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Jones. Then it's Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the power forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Teague, the pass to Jones. The layup missed.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's Robinson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Teague against Burks. Fernando can't get it to go.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Milton kicks to Embiid. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Reddish. Here we go, one-on-one. It's tipped. Burks with the steal. And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, that's how you execute in transition, guys. Embiid realizing an opportunity and then jumping all over it.
Here's Fernando. Jones, great positioning on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
The pass to Burks. Back to Scott. Over Jones. Scott can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 8. Reddish with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Hangs. Reddish the pass to Fernando. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's Scott. It's rebounded by T. Hawks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Fernando, the pass to T. Here's Fernando. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Damian Jones. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. Al Horford, he's checked in for the 76ers. Simmons comes in for Burks.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
Young taking his time here. With the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Hunter's got 5.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Here's Young, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
A shot by Milton, no good. The Hawks leading by 8, and here they come. That's tipped. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, Wayne Dedmon comes in for Bruno Fernando. And it's John Collins in for Reddish. Then for the 76ers, Korkmaz, he's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Shake Milton. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Well, I love watching Simmons run the floor, so effortless and efficient in his movement.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Collins. And the dunk by Capella.
Hey, you got to put a body on Capella. I mean, he's a tenacious offensive rebounder and does a nice job using his body.
The drive by Simmons. No good there. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Simmons. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
And here's Young from the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, what's your viewpoint? Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the center is Horford and Embiid. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Herder. Kept alive by Atlanta, and it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Young outside. Capella trying to free himself up.
Horford relentless as a defender in good position. That shot never had a chance.
And the 76ers making a change here. Thibault's checked in. Just 5 on the clock. Young with no one around. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Embiid.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Collins, good.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play. And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Horford. That one a little long.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
A nice shot by Young.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
The 76ers trail by 13. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Philadelphia also making some changes. Scott comes in for Joel Embiid, and it's Burks in for Simmons.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To stop the run, jump shot is good. Burks has got his first basket. And Teague's got the ball here for Atlanta. To the middle. 1:03 left to play in the third. Hawks passing it around. Jones. And Jones slams it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Thibault on the wing. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
they have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. Fast break, the Hawks. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Shake Milton in for Alec Burks.
And Teague is just the player you want drawing fouls and getting to the line. A solid free throw shooter.
To the paint, shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Both good from the line that time. There's 25 seconds left in the third. Pass to Jones. The kick out to Teague. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Rebound by the 76ers. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
That's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
5 seconds left here in the third quarter. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Jones. Then there's Teague. Then it's Reddish. And it's Bembry in at the 2-guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Teague can't hit. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That'll be his second foul of the game. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Harris passes to Embiid. Over Dedmon. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Philadelphia. Pass to Dedmon. To the inside. Here's Jones. Good. Nice job down low. And the Hawks lead by 21.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
The shot by Reddish, no good. The 76ers trail by 21. Here's Embiid. Dedmon with the block. Inside, here's Reddish. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Ouch. The Hawks leading by 23. Young with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. Tries it from the top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Collins.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Capella kicks to Young. That one goes. Count it.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's Embiid. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia. Passes to Neto. Now Robinson. On the wing, Scott. Defended by Labissiere. Hawks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And the foul on Glenn Robinson. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Great frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
The Hawks making a switch here. Bembry's checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. O'Quinn's checked in.
Boy, if you don't block out Clint Capella, the put-back throwdown is exactly what you get.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hawks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Clint Capella.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Capella. Stolen by O'Quinn. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Here's Robinson. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Releases from 15. Doesn't go that time.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Bembry. The shot's good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Here's Neto. From the high post. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so...
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks, for...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Certainly one of the most beautiful and nothing.
Hey, Kevin, with the
growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once. And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
He gets that one.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
Here's Anunoby, following the score by Josh Richardson. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. Outside for Lowry. Fires from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Simmons. Lays it up off the glass.
A substantial, towering presence. Simmons creates second chance opportunities night in and night out.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's VanVleet. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Embiid. Here's Richardson. Can't get it to fall. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Down low, Anunoby. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
We call that floor vision, gentlemen. Kyle Lowry with the pretty pass.
Now Embiid. Cloak loose. Left side, Horford. You know, here we go. Lowry, nobody back. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Anunoby kicks to Siakam. Second chance shot. And here we go again. The 76ers on the break. Harris passes to Horford. Feeds to Embiid. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Richardson. And it's Burks in for Simmons. I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. Inside. Fast break, Toronto. Davis has got the ball. Moves back up, and it's good on the layup.
But how about the persistence from Hollis Jefferson? He's keeping possessions alive with his activity.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive. Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
It's deflected.
Wow, fantastic to see Hollis Jefferson hit it twice on the pipes. Extends out and sends it back.
Here's Embiid. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Powell. No points in the game yet for him. Gasol finds Boucher. Clock at 6. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Gasol.
Wow, what a find. Marc Gasol, one of the best passing big men in the league.
Burks the pass to Embiid. 3-on-3. Pass to Powell. And stolen by Thibault. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. And it's good. 2 points.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And here's Davis for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Philadelphia ahead. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former teammate in
the way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for, and how competitive he is. I mean, I don't need somebody to bang his chest.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019. Largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, we've got Chris Boucher. Norman Powell is out there with Davis, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. To the paint, got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Horford comes in for Joel Embiid, and it's Ben Simmons in for Burks. And the Raptors also making a change. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Richardson comes in for Shake Milton. A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Terrence Davis. Robinson finds Richardson. Harris outside. Simmons the bounce pass. Here's Horford. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
VanVleet with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. Kicks it out to VanVleet. They double him with Simmons. And stolen by Simmons. Out left to the wing. Horford dishes to Harris. Outside Robinson. Keeps it alive, and it's Horford with the extra effort. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Well, one thing you must appreciate about Al Horford is the way he positions himself. When shots go up, this guy is so opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. Richardson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Lowry passes to Siakam. Beyond the arc. And Ibaka slams it in.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And the 76ers with some changes. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Glenn Robinson III. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Josh Richardson. Korkmaz passes to Thybulle. Simmons against Anunoby. Back to Harris. To the middle. Here's Thybulle. Not going to go that time. Good D by Siakam. Lobs it up for Lowry. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Some changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Siakam. Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those 2.
And the Raptors with some changes. Chris Boucher's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Kyle Lowry. They get a hand on it. Now here's Hollis-Jefferson. Foul for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Here's Thybulle. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Thybulle's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Here's Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Toronto shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And both free throws good for Davis.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Out to the right wing. From the corner. And that one's good. Korkmaz. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. 7-second difference shot in game clock. Back to Davis. And that's an intentional foul.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Davis. He's perfect from the line this time.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Korkmaz passes to Harris, and it's Thybulle in the corner. Pass to Korkmaz. Three-pointer. Powell pulls it in. And stolen by Thibault. It's stolen by Davis. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this.
Yep.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been quite a game so far for Terrence Davis.
What a menace he was on defense through the first two quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. To the inside, Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons,
right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Horford, no luck.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Simmons finds Harris. To the paint. Here's Horford. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And the 76ers with some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Shake Milton comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. Burks for three. And it's VanVleet with the rebound.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
And again, Toronto no luck. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Burks. Makes it off the glass. Burks has got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Well, you love the cleverness of Alec Burks. My goodness, how remarkable is that into the lane to finish?
VanVleet kicks to Siakam. Now the pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Embiid. And he uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Passes it to Anunoby. Lowry against Embiid. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Burks. Robinson's checked in for Richardson. And Toronto also making a switch. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Pass to Anunoby. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. They double him with Siakam. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's foul number 2 for him. The 76ers making a switch here. Korkmaz is checked in. And then for Toronto, Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
How about the strength and explosive nature of Norman Powell? This guy excels at absorbing contact.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. The free throw drops for Powell. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Clock at 6. Works for 3. The shot comes out, and it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Davis finds Hollis Jefferson. To the middle, Gasol. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Back to Davis. Over Robinson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Davis has got the lead up to 5 now for Toronto. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Philadelphia.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Embiid, no good. Raptors leading by 5. Outside, Davis. Raptors moving the ball around. Robinson against Powell. From downtown, trains the three-pointer. Powell's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
Here's Robinson. And that time, also a missed shot.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Powell, the pass to Gasol. Count the basket. And now a 10-point Raptor lead.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And here is Davis. 10 points for him. And a wide open look for Siakam. Gasol. And Gasol able to finish.
How about the hustle from Marc Gasol, just working the glass to perfection.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And so it's Toronto with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for Toronto right now, we've got Ibaka. OG Anunoby is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Lowry, and it's Van Vliet in at the shooting guard position.
Well, the more opportunity that has been given to OG Anunoby, the more this young man shines. He is a multi-dimensional talent. Gives you great defense nightly and growing on the offensive end.
The 76ers trail by 12. Richardson outside. Simmons finds Richardson. Boucher with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Anunoby. And Lowry throws it down.
Well, this guy can navigate around a basketball court with the best of them. Kyle Lowry in a catch and shoot, turn the lights out.
Here's Embiid. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Over to the wing. Van Vliet wide open. And the 3 off target.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Toronto leading by 14. Outside Lowry. Lets it go with the 3. A putback, great positioning on the putback.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
76ers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Harris passes to Simmons. Looking to end the run. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Boucher with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. Van Vliet. Al Horford with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 20. Pass to Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
From deep three-point range, Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. For Philadelphia, they've gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Richardson dishes to Horford. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
And the Raptors miss again. This 76ers squad is struggling. Can they get it? Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Raptors.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Serge Ibaka.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Milton the pass to O'Quinn. No good that time. Great D that time from Thomas. Ball stolen. Gasol with the steal. Right side Thomas. All sorts of time. That shot misses. And it's Philadelphia the other way. O'Quinn with it. Picked up by Davis. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
We know this about Kyle O'Quinn. If you're open, the big man will connect with you.
Outside Thomas. Three-pointer. Drops in the tray. And the Raptors lead by 20.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The three from Davis. Drops it in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. Now, here is Young. Shoots from the line, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Young's got the game going with his first points of the game for Atlanta.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
And the Hawks with possession here after the miss from Serge Ibaka. And here's Collins from outside. The rebound by Ibaka. And it's the Raptors ball. Inside. Lets it fly. Van Vliet can't get it to go. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Collins. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And the coaching staff loving the fact that Hunter is getting after it with the hustle. Good effort on both ends.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Young against Lowry. And the pass to Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up, just as important.
Here's Van Vliet, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Toronto shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Young, right side. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Feeling out the defense, Trae Young with great patience there, and then just enough room to squeeze one off.
From deep. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Here's Collins. Back to Capella. He kicks it to Collins. Over Siakam. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Young against Lowry. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
Lowry against Young. Baseline jumper. Ibaka. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Young looking around. Down low. And the layup is good. Young's got 6. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Now Capella following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Raptors also changing it up. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Matt Thomas in for Kyle Lowry. Shots good by Dedmon.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Thomas gets a wide open look. No good on the three. Atlanta leading by 8. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. There's Bembry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Marc Gasol. It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Raptors trail by 10. Here's Van Vliet. Outside Thomas. There's the three. Atlanta with the rebound. Pass to Bembry. Lays it up and banks it in.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Chris Boucher. Davis is out there with Powell. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the three, the small forward. Lob pass to Gasol. And stolen by Dedmon. And now here comes Jones leading the break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Boucher passes to Hollis Jefferson. Davis against Teague. It's stolen by Jones. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Teague with the ball. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here we go, one-on-one. Powell down low. Boucher kicks to Hollis Jefferson. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. From deep three-point range, the Raptors rebound. Outside for Davis. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And Jones slams it in.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And Teague, here we go. Gasol with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Up the floor. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside, Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game break wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a three to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch five. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Jones kicks to Bembry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's Funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Here's Young. It's stolen by Ibaka. Inside. And finished off by Siakam.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man, and guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
Young with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Here's Van Vliet. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight. The Hawks leading by 6. Here's Young. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they just refuse to go away and really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
Young against Lowry. Ibaka outside. Passes to Van Vliet. Releases. That shot missing. And Atlanta will come the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Fernando. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Young against Lowry. Young passes to Fernando. Here's Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 3 to shoot. And here's Young from the arc. That one doesn't drop. Deflects the pass. Up in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And we finished one half of basketball. Hawks lead by 8.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... You look at the core of this young Hawks team. They have Trae Young, John... And that.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce.
I just think anytime Trae Young finds some daylight, he starts to think about looking towards the rim.
Van Vliet makes it off the glass. Van Vliet's got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, how about that? Getting better and better from distance. John Collins with a nice shot there. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
And he comes up with the deuce. 8 points for Fred Van Vliet.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Lowry against Young. The shot missing. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Frank, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Top of the key, Ibaka. Pass to Anunoby. Young with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Hunter's got his second basket of the night.
Great hands by Trae Young, and his passing ability sparked the fast break.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Jones comes in for Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Van Vliet, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
So for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon, and DeAndre Bembry's subbed in for Kevin Huerter. And Toronto also making a switch. Chris Boucher's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Davis kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Now here's Boucher. Defense right on him. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Davis fires the 3. Fernando pulls it in.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 10.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Davis dishes to Gasol. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Sensational feel in the painted area. Get Gasol the ball. Let him use his size and intelligence to full advantage.
Now here's Teague.
Too much and this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Terrific effort from him really all night. Yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
Reddish the pass to Jones. The Hawks working the ball around. There's Bembry to the paint. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Pulls up on the elbow. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Boucher's got 8 points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Jones against Gasol. The pass to Fernando. Kicks it to Reddish. Here's Bembry. To the middle. Shoots a 3. They get it back.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Lowry and Powell, the guards. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And it's Ibaka in at the 5.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And it's Lowry penetrating. He gets it in there.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Young inside. Now recovering. Young's shot is good.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Pass to Anunoby. He kicks it to Powell. Fires the three. And he's good on the three ball. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. At one point, they led by 16. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Raptors trail by 3. Left side, Lowry. Siakam outside. And Siakam throws it down.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
Young against Lowry. A nice shot by Young.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Lobs it up for Ibaka, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The feed to Capella, and that one drops.
Well, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Raptors trail by 5. Now here's Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Collins.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the Raptors making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Hawks leading by 3. Young outside. Pass to Hunter. Capella against Ibaka. Capella dishes to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Oh, Hunter stepping up, and we saw this during his time at Virginia. Wow.
Raptors trail by 5. Left side, Lowry. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Just getting inside as a wing can help you out a lot, and Hunter right there forces the defense to foul.
Some changes for Toronto. Gasol comes in for Serge Ibaka, and Anunoby subbed in for Powell. Raptors have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pass to Anunoby. And here is Siakam. To the inside. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Anunoby, and he goes in for the dunk.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Young against Lowry. Collins wide open, he fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists tonight.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Van Vliet passes to Gasol. Collins comes over with the double team. And a wide open look for Siakam. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Raptors trail by 8. Three-pointer, Lowry. Good defensive work there by Young. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Collins against Van Vliet. Here's Young. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's Atlanta. They're on a 13-4 run right now. The pass to Hunter. Collins kicks to Hunter. Young for three. 6 to shoot to the right side. Pass to Capella. And stolen by Siakam. Young against Lowry. For three, Van Vliet. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. So it's the Hawks now. Young for three. Gets it to fall.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now it's ended down to
Kevin, thanks.
Absolutely, D.A. Thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Herter misses from close range. And so Horford will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers.
And last season, Richardson battled some injuries. Took some time to adjust to playing in Philly, but eventually it all came together.
Yes, he knew that a hard worker like Richardson would find his role. I mean, the guy is so competitive. He's as competitive as it gets. He brings that fire on defense and always believes his next shot will fall.
Capella with the bucket.
A workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
Philadelphia with the ball. Here's Simmons. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here is Young. Wide open look. That one drops for him.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Simmons can't get it to go.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And finished off by Collins.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Young, and it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, he's a solid shot blocker now. It's thanks to his timing and great anticipation skill. It's not easy scoring on Horford. One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Young looking around. Off target with his 3.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Horford finds Simmons. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. To the paint. Shot by Collins, no good.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
I mean, he does things that other bigs simply can't. Horford, a phenomenal passer for his position.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Young from outside. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Young with the steal. Passes it to Herter. And contact on the shot. So, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay reviews is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Bible on the wing. Tips it, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got his second bucket tonight.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Young, good.
And the work ethic coming into play there. Yeah, I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Now, here's Thibault. Defense is right there, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Hawks trailing. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
The 76ers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Burks. Embiid's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The putback, it's good on the putback. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Embiid in the corner. From the wing. And Jones pulls it down.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far, both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end, but we've got a lot of game left to play.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight, and has been the driving force for Atlanta. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
On the court for Atlanta, Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Jones. And it's Fernando in at the 4 slot.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
And here's Burks. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Here's Burks. And the call will be against Damian Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Richardson kicks to Milton. Pocket 6. Back to Richardson. Over Hunter. Here's Horford. Rebound Atlanta.
Oh, sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
And now it's looking like it's going to be their night. I mean, the lead keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Harris finds Horford. Milton in the corner. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. Teague with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Teague the pass to Capella. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Hawks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harris.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
That one is no good. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
And the call will be against Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer now.
Korkmaz checked in for Robinson. Collins passes to Teague. Here's Herter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it's Capella missing. And it's Harris with the ball for Philadelphia. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Got a piece of it.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use, Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Simmons dishes to Richardson, trying to end the drought. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Capella. The baseline J. Collins. And Collins is right there. Collins has got 6 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
This is his first free throw of the game. No good on that one. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Then for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Bembry comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Young is subbed in for T. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Young passes to Herter. And here is Capella. 5 on the clock. Dishes it to Young. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Korkmaz passes to Simmons. And Capella sends it back.
You got to be careful when Capella is patrolling the area. He's an excellent shot blocker who uses his length well.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Snatched away. On its way from Young for 2. Reverses. Hands the shot with nobody near him. 11 points in the game.
Oh, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Inside. Here's Horford. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The first thing that jumps out at you about Young, that seemingly limitless shooting range and the spacing that affords for this offense.
Simmons can't get it to go.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And so it's Atlanta with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a 1-possession. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
It's good.
This is where Simmons likes to shoot from, and the closer he is to the rim, the better.
The Hawks leading by 22. Young from outside, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Harris. Tips it up. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Young with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. The 3-ball. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
No good from Simmons. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And here's Young from the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Simmons. No good on that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Young for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Young's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Atlanta. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Robinson comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Richardson. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. Andre Bembry's checked in for the Hawks.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Right side Teague. Left side Jones. Teague kicks to Bembry. Back to Teague. Shot clock at 6. And Robinson comes to help. Pass to Jones. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The 76ers making a switch here. Eibel's checked in. The 76ers shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Here's Embiid. Atlanta with the rebound. Jones has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Teague deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Here's Bembry. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Bembry's got his first basket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To halt the run, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta. Teague can't hit. Here's Embiid. He's got 8. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Jones. Dedmon with it. Scott's there. Bembry the pass to Teague. 32 seconds left to play in the third. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Teague for three. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeAndre Bembry. That is his first foul of the game. Burks finds Scott. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Lets it go from the wing, and it doesn't even draw iron. Here we go, one-on-one. Reddish the pass to Jones. Count that bucket.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And so it's Atlanta with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court right now for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Labissiere. Then it's Reddish. Then there's Teague. And it's Graham in at the small forward. A shot's good from O'Quinn. The Hawks shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Now, here's Reddish. O'Quinn defending. No one near Labissiere as he lets it go. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Here's Korkmaz. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's foul number 2 for him. Shake Milton, he's jacked in for Matisse Thybulle. And so here is Philadelphia. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. The kick out to Young. From past the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Milton with it. Collins with some nice D. Young outside. The 3. Here's Capella. The kick out to Young. Kept alive.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
And the pass to O'Quinn out to the right wing. And here's Neto outside. That one, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Young from outside sinks the triple. Young's got 25 points in the game.
And he's leaning on the three-point shot a little more in this half. Only had 1 before the break, but he's got 3 of them since then.
Wing shot on the way. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Young is double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Hawks now. Outside Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Up again. Young trying to break free. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
He makes so many hustle plays. And here he's working the offensive glass for the tip in.
Pass to Young. Launches it. Back to Herter. There's the triple. Hawks with the new shot clock. The 3. No good on that one. The 76ers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. So the wing on the left. Will it go? The 76ers with another miss.
Oh, golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Rig, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the two LA teams. Back to Milton. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Atlanta.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Trae Young.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Young for three. Scott pulls it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And that one, good.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Shot on the wing. Scott can't get it to go.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Young from outside. Can't hit that one. Milton's shot is good.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. The soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario, along with the rest of beautiful downtown Toronto, our setting today. It's time for a look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. On tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you played.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And they double up Simmons, and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Lowry with the ball. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A specialty of Lowry's. Give him any type of airspace, and he's going to fire away from there.
Embiid inside the line. No good that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. To the left wing. Siakam against Simmons. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Down low. And the layup's good off the glass.
Outstanding focus that time by Simmons. Nothing really rattles this guy. He's unflappable, even when he's getting bodied by the defense like that.
Now here's Van Vliet. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. From deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Here's Simmons. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Now Lowry. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. Now the 76ers take it the other way. It's picked off. And stolen by Simmons. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Buries it from three-point range.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Stolen. Anunoby with it. Now defended by Embiid. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Marcus All comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Terrence Davis in for Fred Van Vliet. The 76ers also with a sub. Eibels checked in. Harris finds Richardson. Back to Harris. 6 to shoot. Here's Embiid. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Some changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Philadelphia, Scotty's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And it's Burks in for Richardson.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely to the inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Korkmaz, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Horford. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Al Horford plays such a smart offensive game, and you see evidence of that as he's able to outsmart the defender and get him to bite on that pump fake.
And the 76ers making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Raptors leading by 7. Now the pass to Davis. Up top, Hollis Jefferson. Guarded by Robinson. The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
That free throw good from Hollis Jefferson.
Boy, he's like mortar when you look at Rondé Hollis Jefferson. He's a guy that holds things together, plays with great energy and effort, and that's contagious and also beneficial for a team.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Pass to Burks. Here's Horford. On the wing, Milton. Guarded by Powell. Offensive rebound. Outside for Robinson. He's looking for Horford and finds him. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Al Horford getting after it. Putting that putback back in the bucket.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Robinson is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Horford. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Milton in at the 2 spot. Here's Powell. Pass to Boucher. Lets it go from deep. Scott pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 5. Goes up from the top of the key. Scott, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Lets it go with the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now the 76ers on the break and finished off by Robinson.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hander. Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Simmons. Buries it down low. Simmons got his second bucket.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. They get Marc Gasol.
Excellent concentration that time by the 6'10" Simmons. Very good at completing these chances despite the defense's best efforts.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Powell. Count that one. And the Raptors lead by 6.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Siakam against Simmons. Feeds it to Embiid. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Over to the left wing. Van Vliet wide open. The three-pointer no good. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Now here is Lowry, defended by Thibault. Siakam passes to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And there it is for him. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
And here's Lowry. To the middle. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Here's Thibault. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Davis comes in for Fred VanVleet. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Korkmaz is checked in. Anunoby has the open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Can't connect from short range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Now the feed to Lowry. Here's Boucher, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first half. The Raptors out in front, leading. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They lead by 9 points. Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto? And that does it for our half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Fred VanVleet really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Simmons. Anunoby sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby. And Philadelphia has possession. 9-point game. And for the Raptors, they're shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Count that one.
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Van Vliet looking around for the three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
You know, no time wasted getting that ball up the floor for the uncontested finish.
The drive by Simmons. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Raptors leading by 9. Here's Van Vliet. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Poked away. Up top, Simmons. He's guarded by Anunoby. And there's Richardson on the assist by Simmons.
Well, I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Simmons can't get it to go.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Embiid, no good. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Toronto working the ball around now. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Harris. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. Passes it to Van Vliet. Just 5 on the clock. And again, Toronto no luck. The 76ers trail by 9. The drive by Simmons. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
And now Horford pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. Robinson comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Robinson kicks to Burks. He's looking for Horford and finds him. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Powell, no one around him, but they'll get another chance. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Inside, Gasol. Tries it again. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Robinson. Here we go, one-on-one. No good with the layup.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Toronto shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. The 3 from Davis. And the miss. And so it's Toronto ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Horford. And it's Korkmaz in the power forward position.
You know, they say you can't run away from the DNA, and Al Horford's dad, Tito, played a little while in the NBA as well. You can see evidence of that in Al's game.
And he sinks the second. Here is Davis. To the paint. Boucher kicks to Hollis Jefferson. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Milton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Milton's got his first bucket of the night.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And stolen by Horford. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Boy, he is superb in transition. Hollis Jefferson can really get up and down the floor.
And Terrence Davis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid, he's checked in for Shake Milton. 76ers moving the ball around. Embiid, no good. Toronto leading by 8. Outside, Davis. Foul for 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And stolen by Horford. To the middle. Here's Thybulle. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Boy, the floor awareness and passing ability of Embiid, very impressive, and he continues to grow as a passer.
It's Powell on the wing, defended by Thybulle, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Back to Van Vliet from deep three-point range. That shot is off. Now the 76ers take it the other way. The drive by Simmons. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
A shot by Lowry, wide open. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 9. No good from Simmons. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Raptors. For three, Van Vliet, and the three ball is good. Van Vliet's got 20.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
The 76ers trail by 10. Inside. Rebound by the Raptors.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Raptors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
Here's Van Vliet, and he uses the glass on the layup. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 12 now for Toronto.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And the rejection by Ibaka. That one is good from Joel Embiid. And here's Toronto, leading by 12. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ibaka for three. It's hauled in by Harris. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. He can't get it to go. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Outside Lowry. From deep. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks, for